Well, the official opposition is also commenting on yesterday's referendum outcome. During a press conference today, the F&M leader said this is the second attempt to make changes to the Constitution. And again, the people have said no. Carla Palmer has more from him.
Free National Movement leader, the Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, says the people voted and spoke resoundingly, and the F&M respects the final vote of the referendum.
The Bahamian people spoke loudly and peacefully, and they sent a clear message to the government, whom they do not trust, and to the world that they wanted no changes to their constitution. The results were clearly a rejection of the PLP government, who unfairly favored one side above another. We also thank those religious leaders who participated in the exercise to educate our people.
Dr. Minnis says the F&M was considered in its approach not to throw its support after the vote yes or vote no campaign, despite voting unanimously in favor of the bills during its passage in the House of Assembly. He's of the view that had the government remained impartial, the outcome may have been different.
Throughout this referendum, we have respected the intelligence of our people and looked to empower them by encouraging them to study the bills and educate themselves by attending informational meetings. Unfortunately, those opposite have used their control over the government's purse to push for an outcome of their choosing instead, by funding the Yes campaign, while at the same time denying funding to the No campaign.
As for the voting process yesterday, the F&M leader says the flaws were just too many.
In many cases, polls were opened and balloting proceeding before the F&M observers were finally allowed in the room. Hard copies of the register of voters were not available on time, and in most cases, not available at all at some polling places. Voters were instructed to write yes or no in answer to the questions rather than to mark an X.
In advance of the country's general elections, Dr. Minnis is putting the government on notice that it will be demanding that international organizations be invited to observe the voting process. Carla Palmer, ZNS Network News.